Don't you think so? It's quite strange and they don't know कि उनको इंटर्नशिप के लिए कहाँ अप्लाई करना है, इंटरव्यू के लिए कहाँ अप्लाई करना है.
Certification help you with the skill.
Right.
It give you a certain skill. Degree give you a job. 15 लाख रुपया जब तक है और जब तक नहीं है तब तक आप पैसे के पीछे भागते हो. You cannot be a goody goody all the time. Always love your job than your company. If you love your job, definitely you will start loving your company even also.
Wow. Welcome everyone to HR Scoop. आज के इस पॉडकास्ट चैनल में मैं इंडस्ट्री के वो एक्सपर्ट लेकर आ रही हूँ जिन्होंने 16 इयर्स HR में एज एन HR हेड काम किया है, FMCG, फार्मास्यूटिकल, स्टील एंड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज. आज का ये वीडियो उन सभी स्टूडेंट्स एंड वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए है जो अपना करियर इन इंडस्ट्रीज में बनाना चाहते हैं. सो विदाउट एनी फर्दर डिले, let me welcome Mr. Amit Bhandari, Head HR of Lupin. Welcome, Amit.
Thank you. Hi.
So, Amit, इस वीडियो की शुरुआत हम आपकी जर्नी से करते हैं.
Okay. So HR मेरा कभी मोटिव था ही नहीं कि HR मेरे को कभी बनना है, because I never know about the HR कि HR है क्या. So when I completed my schooling, right, so I want to become an engineer.
Okay.
But there was always be a failure of everything, right? And then I move into because my dad was into the paramilitary forces. I want to go into a defense also. So मैंने वहाँ पे भी try किया again. The failure आपका पीछा कभी नहीं छोड़ती है. Eventually in 2004, I come to know about the HR. So HR का कैसे पता लगा? Now this is very interesting question for all of you. मैंने पहला इंटरव्यू अपना दिया कॉल सेंटर में.
Okay.
और वहाँ पे पहला मेरे इंटरेक्शन हुआ HR के साथ में.
Okay.
Then I come to know कि what is HR, what is all about HR.
And you was like, what was your age at that time?
I was like 23, 24.
Okay, cool.
Right. तो वहाँ पे गया तब पता लगा कि what is HR all about. And मेरा फ्रेंड है, उनके जो अंकल हैं, he was working in a Ranbaxy at that time actually. So then in the evening we had a chit chat and then he told us, आप लोगों ने इतना कर लिया, कहीं पे सक्सेसफुल नहीं मिल रहे हो, कहीं सक्सेस नहीं मिल रही आपकी, व्हाई डोंट यू गो इनटू HR. सो वहाँ पे डिटेल डिस्कशन हो कि HR है क्या, इंटरव्यू करवाता है या कुछ और भी करता है. दैट वाज अ क्वेश्चन, राइट. देन ही टोल्ड अस व्हाट इज ऑल अबाउट HR, राइट. एंड देन वी डिसाइडेड लेट्स गो एंड मेक अ कैरियर इन द HR. देन इवेंचुअली वी हैड गिवन द लॉट ऑफ द एंट्रेंस एग्जाम टू द कॉलेज एंड द यूनिवर्सिटीज़. और वहाँ पे इवेंचुअली हमारी कहीं पे सिलेक्शन हुई एंड देन फाइनली वी डिसाइडेड लेट्स टू मेक अ कैरियर इन द HR. तो 2006 I started in a cement industry, Ambuja. So it's a very small stint was there, 3 months only. And then I moved into a steel industry.
Okay.
तो वहाँ पे मैंने 1 साल काम किया. Then I moved into a FMCG. So where FMCG I spent almost a decade over there.
Wow.
And I have learned a lot. Right, because my whole career is into manufacturing. Okay. So आप manufacturing में होते हो, it's not only about the HR, it's all about the HR and the IR. IR play a very major role, right?
True.
Because आपको वहाँ पे सभी प्रकार के लोगों के साथ काम करना पड़ता है, अनस्किल्ड के साथ भी करना पड़ता है, टॉप शॉट्स के साथ भी काम करना पड़ता है, राइट. यू हैव टू वर्क विद अ यूनियन कंपनी. तो आपको हर किसी के साथ काम करना पड़ता है. तो HR, when we talk about the HR is more about the corporate, right? It's a word. But when it come to manufacturing, so वहाँ पे HR, IR, ER and the administration again I play a very major role over there. So मेरी last 16 साल का जो career है, it is more into a manufacturing only. 1-2 साल corporate में लगाए, but I love more into a manufacturing. क्योंकि वहाँ पे मेरे को सभी के साथ interact करना है, because नीचे लोगों के साथ भी करना है, ऊपर लोगों के साथ भी करना है. So that is whole my career into HR. So अभी last 1 साल से इंदौर फार्मास्यूटिकल ल्यूपिन में काम कर रहा हूँ. फार्मा में लास्ट 5 साल से हूँ यहाँ के.
ओके.
सो दिस इज ऑल माई कैरियर अबाउट दिस. बट सी HR is not only about dealing with the people, interacting with the people. It's not only about that. It is more beyond to that only. जो मेरे में एक अच्छा स्किल है, जो मेरे को अपना लगता है कि आई एम वेरी गुड इन द पीपल मैनेजमेंट. सो हाउ टू टेक योर पीपल अलॉन्ग विद यू, दैट इज व्हाट द HR नीडेड. सो दिस ऑल अबाउट मी.
सो आई वुड लाइक टू नो आपके हिसाब से, बिकॉज मुझे लगता है जो वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उनके अराउंड एक बहुत बड़ा मिथ है। एंड एक स्टैंडर्ड सीवी का डेफिनेशन क्या होता है? सबसे पहले एक स्टैंडर्ड रेज्यूमे जो है वो कैसा फॉर्मेट होना चाहिए, होता क्या है स्टैंडर्ड रेज्यूमे अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
देखो, सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि किसको सीवी चाहिए है और किसको नहीं चाहिए।
ओके
सो सीवी किसको चाहिए है?
ओके
इज़ इट लाइक फ्रेशर के लिए चाहिए है या एक्सपीरियंस के लिए चाहिए है, और वो जा कहाँ रहा है? द क्वेश्चन इज दैट हु नीड अ सीवी। सो सी, रिज्यूमे इज़ अ वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म।
ओके
आपको अपने बारे में आपको थोड़ा सा लिखना है, व्हाट इज़ योर की स्किल सेट, क्या अपना एक्सपीरियंस है, दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू मेंशन इट। सीवी इज़ अ वेरी एलोबरेटेड थिंग। आपको
Okay.
बहुत चीज़ें उसके बारे में लिखनी पड़ती हैं जो आप लिखना चाहते हो, वट एवर यू वॉन्ट इट यू राइट इट डाउन। बट द ओनली थिंग इज़ दैट कि जो लिखता है उसको पता होना चाहिए कि उसने अपने बारे में लिखा है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे बहुत सारी ऐसी दुकानें हैं जो सीवी बनाती हैं।
True, we are one of them.
राइट।
Yes.
सो सीवी तो बन जाता है,
Okay.
जब इंटरव्यू में पहुंचते हैं द ओनली प्रॉब्लम इज़ दैट उनको नहीं पता होता उनकी हॉबी क्या है। और वहाँ पे हॉबी जो होती है बहुत, आजकल अगर आप 1000 सीवी उठाओगे तो उसमें एक हॉबी रहेगी, रीडिंग, राइटिंग, टीवी,
Standard.
सर्फिंग नेट। दैट्स ऑल अ वेरी स्टैंडर्ड थिंग्स, राइट? एंड व्हेन यू आस्क द पीपल लाइक आपकी हॉबी क्या है, दे विल टेल यू डिफरेंट
Book
थिंग।
reading.
नो, दे विल टेल यू डिफरेंट थिंग।
Okay.
उनको नहीं पता होगा कि उसमें क्या लिखा है।
Okay.
सो दैट इज़ व्हाट, लाइक आपके सीवी में क्या लिखा है और आप ही को नहीं पता है, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट मेकिंग योर सीवी, यू आर आस्किंग अदर पीपल टू मेक योर सीवी। So this is what I'm telling you, who need a CV? You need a CV, or you are going to introduce yourself?
Okay.
What HR ask you? Introduce yourself. But I never ask you like introduce yourself. The only thing is that कि आपने सब कुछ लिख के दिया है CV में. Why should I ask you to introduce yourself? So I'll jump into a different story.
Okay.
So I asked them, tell me something which is not written in the CV.
Okay.
So that is how actually I interact with the people to make them ease, right? बहुत सारे हमारे पास बच्चे आते हैं, फ्रेशर आते हैं, व्हेन यू गो फॉर अ लेटरल हाइट्स ऑल टुगेदर वेरी डिफरेंट स्टोरी, राइट? पर फ्रेशर के लिए अलग से रहता है। तो दिस इज हाउ आई गो इनटू एक्चुअली। सो सीवी किसको चाहिए है ये जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है।
ओके।
या
सो मैंने सुना है आपके जो हमारा डिस्कशन हुआ था, आप रेज्यूमे ही नहीं देखते हैं लोगों के, ऐसा कैसे? मतलब हाउ डू यू हायर देम विदाउट सीइंग देयर रेज्यूमे?
ओके, सो रिज्यूमे नहीं देखते हैं, ये मैंने थोड़ा सा इसमें मैं आपको अलग तरीके से बताता हूँ। रिज्यूमे हम उनके नहीं देखते हैं जो फ्रेशर्स होते हैं।
ओके।
रिज्यूमे हम उनके देखते हैं जो लेटरल्स होते हैं।
ओके ओके।
देखिए, फ्रेशर के लिए एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ होती है, बिकॉज जब हम फ्रेशर के हायर करने कॉलेज कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे रिज्यूमे नहीं देखते हैं हम लोग।
ओके
वी इंटरेक्ट विद द स्टूडेंट्स, हम उनको उसी समय जानते हैं कि वो कैसे हैं,
ओके
तो उनका स्किल क्या है, हाउ मच दे वांट टू नो, उनका करियर एस्पिरेशन क्या है, वो क्यों करना चाहते हैं, उन्होंने ये बीटेक क्यों लिया है या बी फार्मा क्यों लिया है। सो दीज आर ऑल थिंग्स, राइट?
ओके।
सो रिज्यूमे इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। इफ़ आई आस्क यू लाइक आपने बी फार्मा क्यों किया है, इट्स अ वेरी स्ट्रेंज क्वेश्चन, राइट?
ट्रू।
बट स्टूडेंट आंसर नहीं दे पाते हैं।
करेक्ट।
किसी के पापा ने फोर्स किया है, किसी के अंकल ने फोर्स किया है, क्योंकि उसका बेटा कर रहा है इसलिए बी फार्मा करना है। दिस व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू, बिकॉज देर इज़ नो प्रॉपर गाइडेंस। करियर जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं कि करियर प्लानिंग क्या करनी है, जो 10th में होनी चाहिए, वो हम लोग कॉलेज के बाद करते हैं। दिस व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग।
ओके।
तो फ्रेशर के लिए डिफरेंट है, बट रिज्यूमे नहीं देखते हैं, इट्स नॉट ट्रू। We do see the resume and the CVs, but for the laterals के लिए, I'll tell you the laterals.
You mean to say?
Yeah, of course, because उनको बताना है कि उनको जब हम लोग बात करते हैं उन लोगों के साथ, तो they need to tell us, right? कि what they are doing and what they want to pursue a career and what.
Okay.
तो तभी जाके पता लगता है। There are some, the student which I, interview in the campus placement में, बहुत ज़्यादा वहाँ पे ये भी पता लगता है कि उनके फादर ने ज़बरदस्ती कर दिया है, बट अगेन ही वांट टू गो एंड जॉइन हिज फैमिली बिजनेस।
करेक्ट।
वो टाइम पास के लिए किया है।
करेक्ट। बस वो एक डिग्री के लिए पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं। सो आपका ऐसा कोई पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस, ऐसा कोई इंसिडेंट जिसने आपको बहुत इम्प्रेस किया हो हायरिंग के टाइम पे, और आपको लगा हो कि यस दिस इज़ द बेस्ट, फ्रेशर का इंटरव्यू लेते टाइम या फिर किसी वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल का इंटरव्यू लेते टाइम?
ऐसा बहुत होता है।
Okay.
आई टेल यू, जब भी आप कैंपस में जाते हैं हायर करने के लिए, या स्टूडेंट आपके पास आते हैं हायर करने, यू ऑलवेज फाइंड अ वेरी गुड पीपल, राइट? बहुत सारे बच्चे रहते हैं, उनमें ज़ील होती है, दे वांट टू ग्रो, दे वांट टू मेक देयर कैरियर, बिकॉज दे नो दे हैव अ वेरी क्लियर पाथ एक्चुअली, आई वुड से। उनको बहुत पता है कि उनको करना क्या है लाइफ में, एंड आई गॉट इम्प्रेस। व्हेन यू आस्क अ वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन, आप अपनी लाइफ में क्या चाहते हो, वो आपको एकदम सटीक आंसर देता है.
Okay.
They'll tell you this is what I want to be. How you want to go over there, they have made a the steps also.
Correct.
इनको कैसे पहुंचना है.
Okay.
कि अभी मेरे को 2 साल करनी है. I'll tell you one. मैंने एक इंटरव्यू लिया था अमेठी कॉलेज में. There was a girl. तो मैंने उनसे पूछा what do you want to do it in your life? She was pretty much clear. 4 साल काम करूँगी, 2 साल I'll go for a MBA and then I'll move out to US. She has a very clear vision what she want to do.
So you mean to say like being honest is
It's about honest and you know about yourself.
okay.
Until unless you don't know about yourself, what you want to be, see, like I'll tell you my career. मेरे को पहले इंजीनियर बनना था, वहाँ पे फेल हुए. Then I jump into the defense में, वहाँ पे फेल हुए. I don't know what I have to do in my life. Clear नहीं था वहाँ पे. This what I am telling you. You have to be clear. Like आपको क्या करना है. Then only go and achieve. Yes, success and failure is a part of our life.
बट वो क्लैरिटी कैसे आती है स्टूडेंट्स को? आई मीन उसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए ऐसा जिससे वो क्लैरिटी मिले? अल्टीमेटली प्रॉब्लम इज दिस, यू नो, वी डोंट गेट द गुड गाइडेंस एट द टाइम ऑफ मे बी द school time and the college time. Even for myself, if I'll talk about, like, till graduation I was clueless that I want to go into HR and मैं consulting start करूँगी, मैं job करूँगी. ये ऐसा कुछ plan ही नहीं था.
See, Deepika, you are very much true, but we are living in an era जहाँ पे टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती है.
True.
हमारे आने में गूगल नहीं था.
True.
राइट, वी कैन नॉट एबल टू फाइंड एवरीथिंग. अभी हमारे पास जो 6 इंच का गैजेट है, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू जस्ट पुट इट एवरीथिंग एंड दे विल गाइड यू. बट द ओनली थिंग इज दैट आई एम यूजिंग दैट गैजेट इन अ राइट वे और नॉट. इट्स नॉट समथिंग कि आपके पास ही कोई आएगा और आपको बताएगा. यू हैव एवरीथिंग इन योर हैंड. कभी आपने गूगल किया है? हैव यू आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन टू द स्टूडेंट? कभी उन्होंने करियर के ऊपर जाके किया है, या दे आर ऑलवेज ऑन द सोशल मीडिया एंड दे चिट चैट विद देयर फ्रेंड्स? दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड. अगर उन्होंने किया है, see, they are a very good, the students are there. उनको पता है कि क्या करना है.
True.
They have a plan A and B and C even also. अगर इसमें नहीं हुआ तो इसमें. When I ask a person like कि आपने B फार्मा क्यों किया? Because मैं MBBS में select नहीं हुआ. इसलिए मेरे को B फार्मा करना था. Because I want to go into a medical line only. Okay. That is how they are very much clear. Okay. मेरे को B फार्मा नहीं करना था. I want to go into a MBBS only. But वहाँ पे उनको सक्सेस नहीं मिली.
Okay.
But still they want to go with this.
Okay.
So that is a clear thing actually.
So you mean to say like right use of technology can help students
Yes, of course,
nowadays?
of course,
Yes.
of course.
And
This
the
is very
guidance-
important actually. I tell you, this is very important.
Okay.
हमारे ज़माने में और आज के ज़माने में there is a big huge gap is there.
But I'll give you an example. Recently, we did a session of Coffee with Deepika just to know the ground reality of the students कहाँ stuck कर रहे हैं, उनको क्या exactly problem आ रहा है. You won't believe, somebody asked me, I don't know how to apply for an internship. Don't you think so? It's quite strange and they don't know कि उनको internship के लिए कहाँ apply करना है, interview के लिए कहाँ apply करना है, and being an MBA student.
So problem is not with the student actually.
Okay.
Problem is with the colleges.
Okay.
Because they have a TP over there.
Right.
They have to guide it.
Okay.
When I did my MBA, right, so I know where I have to go. They will help you and they will place you for an internship. It is their job roles actually. If they don't guide, the MBA students in a right way, they will fall into a wrong trap.
True.
मैं एक HR वाले से मिला, MBA, right? He was a fresher student and he's a very bright student actually. So I have a very simple question to him. तुमने internship कहाँ किया? Although he has written in the the CV over there. So I asked him कहाँ पे किया है? So he was very much clear. So मजबूरी थी, करना पड़ा because मेरे स्कूल कॉलेज ने वहाँ पे भेजा मेरे को. That what? मैंने कहा आपकी चॉइस होती तो आपको कहाँ पे जाना पड़ता था? He said like I tried everything कि मेरे को अच्छी सी कंपनी में HR में हार्डकोर में मिले, पर नहीं मिली.
Okay.
सो दैट इज़ हाउ एक्चुअली समटाइम आपको मिलती भी नहीं है और समटाइम आपका जो कॉलेज है वो सपोर्ट नहीं करता है. बट आई टेल यू कि वो कैसे करें. देयर इज़ अ प्लेटफॉर्म इज़ एवरीवेयर, राइट. यू हैव टू गो ऑन दी योर कंपनीज वेबसाइट, ड्रॉप इट अ मेल ओवर देयर. You have a LinkedIn, you have a lot of the professions working there. Try to connect with them, build your network. drop a mail to them, because I got a lot of the messages from the student. I want to do an internship on this, I have done this from this and this, not only from the nearby area. I'll tell you, yesterday I got a 5 the emails from northeast.
Wow.
Where they have completed MBA. There are 2 people who have completed
At
this
least
B
they know
Pharma.
where to apply.
Yes, but they are approaching everyone.
Okay.
If they are approaching 100, कहीं पे तो click
At
होगा.
least एक तो
They are
click होगा.
trying for that.
Super.
Until unless you don't try and कि मेरा college ही सब कुछ करेगा, I'll not do it. That doesn't work.
Right.
You have to try.
So it's both ways. I mean,
You have to
college
build a
has
connection,
to
I'll tell you.
support,
Yes.
and students should, I mean, they should apply. They should try whether in
Of course,
industries.
of course.
Okay. ये जो transition है when students are getting passed out from college and they are going into corporate, उसमें सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट एज एन स्टूडेंट उनको कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जो ध्यान में रखने चाहिए, एंड दे शुड डेवलप दो स्किल्स while coming from college to corporate.
So important thing is that कि उनको लाइफ में करना क्या है,
Okay.
कौन सी इंडस्ट्री में जा रहे हैं, what they want to do is over there. They should have a very clear. I'll give you an example of that, right? जब मैं इंटरव्यू लेता हूँ, so I'm taking an interview say for a production.
Okay.
So last में the interview is wrap up, I'll ask you, so I'm putting in a production. What do you want to do? You want to go in a production or somewhere else? हाँ सर, मेरे को ना QA में जाना था, या मेरे को QC में जाना था.
During interview.
After interview, I asked this question in the last.
Okay. Okay.
कि मेरे को इसमें जाना था. The only thing is that कि जब वो अप्लाई करते हैं बच्चे, उनको ये पता होना चाहिए कि मेरे को कहाँ करना है. If they really want to go in a QA, tell them मेरे को QA में जाना है और मेरे को प्रोडक्शन में जाना है. एंड ऑफ अ डे व्हाट हैपन, मैंने उसको रिक्रूट प्रोडक्शन के लिए किया है, बट जब मैंने उसकी इच्छा पूछी है तो ही वांट टू गो इन अ QA.
बट मेरा इस पे एक आई डोंट अग्री विथ यू, बिकॉज एज एन स्टूडेंट वी हैव टू सी, आई मीन जब मैं पास आउट हुई थी आई डेंट नो द मीनिंग ऑफ QA, आई डोंट नो द मीनिंग ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. उसको क्या पता होगा, उसको लगा कि ठीक है क्वालिटी अच्छा डिपार्टमेंट, इट साउंड्स गुड, एंड मे बी प्रोडक्शन में या मार्केटिंग या सेल्स पता ही नहीं होता है.
नो सी, अगर आप बी फार्मा किया, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द बी फार्मा, राइट? अगर आपने बी फार्मा किया तो यू शुड बी वेरी मच अवेयर अबाउट ऑल दिस थिंग.
Okay.
व्हाट इज अ प्रोडक्शन, व्हाट इज अ QA, बिकॉज इन द करिकुलम इट इज डिफाइंड.
Okay.
Who will do the production, who will do the QA, who will become a QC. So they know about exactly. When I ask this question, I never find an answer कि उनको इसके बारे में नहीं पता है.
Okay.
They exactly know what is a production, what is a QA, and what is QC.
So this is a technical side.
Yeah.
If it is like for MBA students, उनको नहीं पता होता, डिपार्टमेंट्स के बारे में कुछ
I
नहीं
agree.
पता
So
होता है. Even
MBA
for me-
student, मैं I'll tell you now. You're talking about the the management students, right? Do we ask a question like कि आपने ये MBA HR में क्यों किया है और फाइनेंस में क्यों किया है? What is the combination?
We ask, but ultimately we don't know.
That's what I'm telling you, because उन्होंने जब चूज किया है आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ अ ग्रेजुएशन, राइट, उन्होंने MBA HR में क्यों किया है? नाउ दिस इज अ सब्जेक्ट क्वेश्चन. मार्केटिंग में क्यों किया है? गो टू एनी MBA स्कूल, यू विल फाइंड मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट दे आर हैविंग अ मार्केटिंग.
True.
Lesser
क्योंकि
number
उसमें
of
easily
people.
jobs मिल जाते हैं.
ऑफ कोर्स, क्योंकि आज कोई भी जाओ तो बाहर में आपको मार्केटिंग सेल्स की जॉब बहुत इजीली मिलती है. कमिंग इनटू HR एंड फाइनेंस इज रियली हार्ड टू फाइंड अ जॉब.
True.
Finance is really hard.
True.
Until unless you don't have a the good degree of finance, you will not get a job into the finance. But again, in the MBA to HR, you can find a job, but lot of hard work and they are required actually. Easily job नहीं मिलती.
Okay.
Marketing sales easily you can get it.
Okay.
क्योंकि business उसी के
So
ऊपर
you mean
डिपेंड
to
करता
say
है.
जो स्टूडेंट जो पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में उनको इंटर्नशिप के टाइम पे और मे बी इंडस्ट्री विजिट्स के टाइम पे दे शुड गेट क्लैरिटी ड्यूरिंग दोज डेज, एंड दे शुड create they should get the clarity about where they want to go and which kind of department, which kind of roles they want to choose, and but personality type कैसे समझेगा वो?
इंटर्नशिप में सो ड्यूरिंग द MBA देयर इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग जो आपने बताया कि इंटर्नशिप, राइट, करते कैसे हैं बच्चे? दिस इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन.
True.
वो आते हैं 15 दिन या 2 महीने लगाते हैं, दे डोंट नो व्हाट दे आर डूइंग इट. दे आर जस्ट स्पेंडिंग अ टाइम ओवर देयर. आई एम टेलिंग यू, दे आर जस्ट स्पेंडिंग अ टाइम. ईदर दे आर गोइंग इनटू अ बैंकिंग, वहाँ पे भी 2 महीने लगा के इंटर्नशिप करा लिया है. ईदर दे आर गोइंग इनटू अ मार्केटिंग कंपनी, दे स्पेंड अ टाइम ओवर देयर. ईदर दे आर कमिंग टू HR इवन आल्सो. 2 महीने लगाते हैं, काम है, कुछ नहीं किया है, सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाता है इंटर्नशिप का. और वो जो 2 महीने होते हैं, these are very very crucial and the important thing, because you are into the corporate and you can ask a lot of question with the leaders over there कि मेरे को कैरियर में क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, because that help you. ये 2 महीने आपका या तो हनीमून पीरियड है, you spend over there, you enjoy over there, it is a vacation, right? और we just
और find an
talk
opportunity.
the leaders के साथ आप बात करो कि कैसे करना चाहिए. If they are doing in a marketing, right, and they want to build a career in HR, they can talk to the marketing people, right? I want to go into HR, how should I go it? They can help you in that even also. They will tell you how HR work in the organization, or if they want to go into a sale also, they will help you.
Right.
But the only question is this,
Curiosity
उनको गाइड
होना
कौन कर रहा है?
Yes.
नो, इट्स अ क्यूरियोसिटी इवन आल्सो, और गाइड कौन कर रहा है?
Right.
क्या कॉलेज वाले गाइड कर रहे हैं? क्या उनका टीपी गाइड कर रहा है उनको कि आपको क्या करना है? क्या आपने जो प्रोजेक्ट लिया है, आपको प्रोजेक्ट ले रहे हो नहीं ले रहे हो? बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस में इंटर्नशिप किया, कोई उन्होंने प्रोजेक्ट नहीं लिया, वापस कॉलेज पहुंच गए और काम कर दिया.
Right.
When I did a MBA, see, we have a very clear mandate. This project you have to choose it.
Okay.
I have to give my synopsis. After that, I have to give a presentation. I have to make my project. I have to give a deliverance to the management even also, where I am doing the the project over there, and that is how it's work actually, and it give you a lot of learning over there.
True.
अगर आपको वो करवाना नहीं है, अगर आपके कॉलेज ने नहीं करना है, then you cannot do it.
Right.
आपने इंटर्नशिप एक्स कंपनी से किया है, now you ask a question to them, आपने क्या किया वहाँ पे?
क्या सीखा?
कुछ नहीं किया सर, हमें एक जगह बिठा देते थे और वो बोलते थे आप ये देख लो, 4 SOPs पढ़ लो, दैट इज इनफ.
Okay.
तो माई ओनली क्वेश्चन टू द स्टूडेंट इज दैट कि आप लोग जाते हो तो वो सारी चीज़ें देखते हो या नहीं देखते हो?
True.
So that need to be, it's not only a student, it is just support is required from the colleges even also to guide them in a proper way.
Right.
But I'm talking about only the, college or a university or a tier 4 or a tier 5. Go to a premium, they have a different league.
True.
They know because they are best. Why they are best? Because they have a different structure of a learning. That's what I'm telling.
Right. So मुझे लगता है दो डिफरेंट वर्ल्ड हैं. एक है कॉर्पोरेट के अंदर की दुनिया और एक है कॉर्पोरेट के बाहर की दुनिया. तो वो दोनों कैसे डिफाइन करोगे आप? कॉर्पोरेट के अंदर की जो दुनिया है, अब तो मुझे छोड़े हुए 8 साल हो गए. सो हाउ यू लाइक व्हाट ऑल आर द थिंग्स विच स्टूडेंट शुड नो कि कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में और कॉर्पोरेट के बाहर की दुनिया में क्या डिफरेंस है?
See, the only difference I see when you're in a corporate, right? You're a salaried employee. You're not an entrepreneur. This is a very important for you to understand. And you have a challenges, right? Every day you have to go through a stress because you have a lot of work. You have the goals over there. You have to achieve everything, right? So every day is a very challenging in the corporate, right? Yes, of course. You build your personality over there even also. That's true. You build your network even also professionally, right? And coming to the outside of the world, right? So how good you are in making a network with the professionals, how you making a good network with your in the personal terms, that help you. So I have seen a lot of my friends who they worked for a 10 years only in a company or in an industry. They walk out from there, they learn from a lot of things from there, the corporate. They understand what corporate is all about, right?
How it works.
How it works and what is the governance model and everything. They know everything, right? Now this is done. It is always a click.
Okay.
It is done. So I have to go and I have to start. Like you. So you have worked in a corporate, right? You must be understanding the difference between a corporate and the personal things, right? But once you're done with the corporate, you can easily sail your boat into the personal the things. So that's what I can say. It's a balance actually. So understanding the corporate vis-a-vis with your personal network and the life is very important.
Okay.
Because दोनों चीज़ों में सारी चीज़ें नहीं मिलती हैं.
True.
Corporate is a very challenging, I would say. But if you been there and come out from there, you can be a different personality. This is what I can say all about.
And I want to understand how this online courses, certification. There are a lot of companies who's providing certification
Yes.
courses and for particular skill set. So do you think that that is the equally, I mean, that keeps equal value as traditional degree?
Of course, मैंने अभी एक महीना पहले ही I have completed my black belt,
Okay.
right?
Certification.
Certification, master black belt.
Wow.
So see, every learning कभी end नहीं होती, right?
Correct.
Every day you require, you unlearn and learn it. That is what I can say. So any new skills, so coming nowadays, it's a technology, right? You don't know about the AI, that's okay, but you can learn it. Take a 6-month course or a 1-year course, you can change your career.
True.
You can shift from HR to a technology, driven company also.
Is it?
Is it?
Okay.
See, I'll tell you, go to a corporate HR. So HR is not only about like the non-technical, the education. Most of the HR are from the BTech background.
Yes, I've seen. Yeah.
Yes. So they can easily switch it on.
True.
अगर आपको जो करना है तो you can take a skill, try it, and you can go into a different industry
to
also.
change your or shift your career from one to another
course.
instead of, but of course degree creates a different value.
Degree is something which help you to get a job.
Okay.
Degree is very important.
Okay.
If you are not a graduate, you will not get placed.
Right.
This is what I'm telling you.
Right.
Certification help you with the skill.
Right.
It give you a certain skill. Degree give you a job.
Okay.
Right.
Very nice.
But skill, you are not a graduate, you're not an MBA or you're not a postgraduate, you don't have any degree with you.
Okay.
You have a skill, but you find a lot of difficulties to go and placed in a very good organization.
True.
The only thing is that, the degree give you a first chance to get into the corporate. That's the first thing. But after certification, it is all up to you. How you want to grow in your career, where you want to see yourself. This is how it help you.
Right.
Take a 6-month course, take a 2-month course, take a 1-year course, and you can go over there.
आप मुझे बताइए कॉर्पोरेट में कितना हायरिंग बायसनेस होता भी है या नहीं?
Of course होता है.
Okay.
Right. पर ज़्यादा नहीं होता है. I'll tell you very frankly. So everyone is having edge. So biasness क्या होता है? Because we are human. So we deal with the biasness. हमारे 2 बच्चे हैं, उनके साथ भी biasness होता है. Being a parent.
Correct.
Right? तो जब हम लोग हायर करते हैं तो बायसनेस क्या होता है? मेरे को किसी का रेफरेंस आया कि ये लड़का है, इसको देख लेना, या ये गर्ल है, इसको आप देख लेना. That is only a one privilege I can give being a HR, right? But when it come to a hiring manager, yes, they do the biasness over there, because अगर किसी ने उसके साथ पहले काम किया है, वो एक biasness का फैक्टर होता है.
Okay.
Knowingly, yes, directly knowingly होगा तो of course we have a certain policies जहाँ पे हम लोग उसको नहीं हायर करते हैं.
Okay.
So we dilute करते हैं वहाँ पे biasness को.
Okay.
But yes, अगर किसी ने पहले हायर किया है या री हायर कर रहा है या उसका मैनेजर पहले से वहाँ पे देख रहा है या मैनेजर छोड़ के चला गया और वो वापस किसी और को बुला रहा है, सो बायसनेस वहाँ पे प्ले होता है हायरिंग मैनेजर. बट व्हेन इट कम टू HR, सो आई हैव टू चेक ऑल दी 360 डिग्री. हाउ डू यू कम टू नो अबाउट द पोजीशन, हु हैज़ रेफर्ड यू, व्हाई यू वांट टू कम हियर, why you want to again work with this manager, why you have left this manager before this, what are the criteria, then only you will come to know कि वो biasness कितना है.
Okay.
Is it really a biased factor कि उसी को बुला रहा है, या वो लड़का रेली में अच्छा है या लड़की बहुत ही अच्छी है काम करने में इसलिए बुला रहा है.
Okay.
Biasness is always there.
Okay.
Till the human is there, biasness is there. Until unless a technology come, that create a difference actually only.
Okay.
Being I tell you, like मेरे 2 बच्चे, मैं उनके साथ भी biasness हो ही जाता हूँ. It's a human. So biasness to always be there.
So while hiring,
It's not that too much. I'll tell you, it's a very small thing, right? How much you hire, the rehire a people, और आप अपने कितने लोगों को आप बुलाते हो और करते हो. The only thing is that.
में नहीं होता है?
No.
Okay.
Only fresh hiring में सिर्फ इतना सा रहता है कि आपके कुछ रेफरेंसेस आ जाते हैं कि ये फ्रेशर है, आप इसको प्लीज़ देख लीजिएगा, वो कैसा है क्या है. बट इट्स नॉट अ बायस्ड, इट्स ओनली अ प्रिविलेज, राइट? जब आते हैं बच्चे तो हम इंटरव्यू लेते हैं, ये नहीं है, ठीक है, इस बच्चे को ज़रूरत है तो काम कर लो. समटाइम आई गॉट द कॉल फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स आल्सो कि आप इसको देख लीजिए.
Okay.
सो टाइम में व्हाट हैपन कि हम जब उसको देखते हैं बच्चे को, उसे नीडी है या नहीं है. द क्वेश्चन इज फॉर मी बीइंग अ एचआर, इज इट रियली नीडी और इज नॉट गेटिंग अ अपॉर्चुनिटी, राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी इन द मार्केट. समटाइम इट हैपन.
Correct.
तो आई गिव अ एज टू
Okay.
दोस द स्टूडेंट्स इवन आल्सो. सो उसको बायसनेस का नाम दो या किसी और चीज़ का नाम दो, इट्स ओके फॉर मी.
So that create pressure on
No,
being an
not a pressure. I'll tell you, it's not a pressure.
Okay.
So government official never do a pressure. I'll tell you very frankly. They refer you, you check it, it fits, okay.
Okay.
It doesn't fit, it's all about your call. But yes, क्योंकि आता है बच्चा, वही आता है, वही वहाँ जाता है जो कहीं पे पहुँच नहीं पा रहा है, जिसकी कहीं पे अप्रोच नहीं है. मोस्टली आई टेल यू, तो कैंपस में आ जा रहे हो, कैंपस में आपकी सारी प्लेसमेंट हो जाती है, पर सबकी तो नहीं होती है.
True.
बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो 2 साल से घर पे बैठे हुए हैं, घर पे काम कर रहे हैं, एंड दे वांट टू स्टार्ट देयर करियर. तो उस समय यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट वाज द रीज़न, वो वहाँ पे क्यों थे, और उन्होंने अप्रोच लगाई. क्या उनको नहीं पता था? बिकॉज देयर आर इंडिया में बहुत सारे लोग रूरल एरिया में रहते हैं. दे डोंट नो लाइक कि किस कंपनी में जाना है, कहाँ पे जाना है. सो बीइंग इन इंदौर, पीतमपुर इज़ अ वेरी बिग एरिया.
Right.
बट हाउ मेनी द स्टूडेंट नो अबाउट कौन सी इंडस्ट्री है वहाँ पे.
Correct.
इफ आई आस्क अ स्टूडेंट कि कौन सी इंडस्ट्री है, टेल मी, आई टेल यू, नहीं बता
5
पाएंगे.
इंडस्ट्रीज के नाम बता.
नहीं बता पाएंगे. 1-2 कंपनियों के नाम बताएंगे, बट इंडस्ट्री के नाम नहीं बता पाएंगे कि कौन सी इंडस्ट्री वर्क कर रही है.
Right.
दिस व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू. सो समटाइम यू हैव टू गिव अ प्रिविलेज. किसी को सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो आप, स्टूडेंट को, डेफिनेटली बायसनेस रहती है, बट नॉट टू दैट मच.
So that's called positive biasness, I must say.
पॉजिटिव, समटाइम नेगेटिव आल्सो.
Okay. Okay. So AI ने कितना क्या इम्पैक्ट किया है, स्पेशली इनटू फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री एंड FMCG इंडस्ट्रीज. इन इंडस्ट्रीज में AI का क्या इम्पैक्ट है, इसके क्या पॉजिटिव साइड्स हैं फॉर जनरेशन जो हम जिसकी बात करते हैं, जेन जी जनरेशन के लिए क्या पॉजिटिव साइड्स हैं AI के?
See, AI is a disruption,
Okay.
right? After the COVID.
Okay.
So since the COVID, no one knows how to use the Microsoft Team, how to use the Zoom call, right? So technology has played a major role actually after the COVID only.
Okay.
And this disruption is really helpful for the organization. But in terms of AI, I am not saying that it's a major impact is there, but coming down the line 5 year to the 10 year, it is going to be a boom. Everything is going to driven by the AI, I tell you. If you go to automobile sector, there is a huge, the role is coming under the AI only.
Okay.
But coming to a manufacturing plant, I would not say that there is a much impact of the AI.
Okay.
Maybe into a financial sector, maybe into a technology driven companies, they have a more impact about the AI. But coming to again to the HR, so impact is gradually we can see. So now the company is having their chatbots, right? So everything what you input give, you will get the output of that. Okay. That is how. So it's gradually it is changing on the HR front, but on the technology front, I would not say in the manufacturing plant there is a much impact over there. But yes, just last week I was reading one the article, and in US. So now there are some technologies are there. No need of HR to take an interview.
Right. Right.
Right. So there are AI, the technology is there, software is there. They will take interviews. They will check your facial expression. They will understand like how the good confident are you or not, and they give you the answer.
And they will give you
So
an
I'll
entire
not
detailed
because
report,
being
I guess.
so you asked me a question ki the hiring there is any kind of a biasness. So AI will reduce that.
Okay. Okay.
I can say lie. But AI can
will
capture because they capture your facial expressions.
Right. Right.
So technology is coming up, and maybe in the 5 to 10 years, you will see a big boom in the AI also.
So you
it
mean
is
to
there.
say AI से job opportunities जो हैं वो increase होंगी और roles I mean opportunities कम होंगे.
Increase only, I would say. I will not say it is going to decrease, right?
Okay.
How you are going to AI? Now this is a question.
Right.
You
जब
know,
कंप्यूटर आया था एंड देन पीपल वर अफ्रेड हमारे जॉब्स चले जाएंगे एंड द सेम हैपेंड व्हेन एआई इंट्रोड्यूस 2 years 3 years बैक आई रेड इन स्टेटमेंट अब तो सबके जॉब्स चले जाएंगे अब तो यू नो एंट्री लेवल पे तो कुछ नौकरियां ही नहीं बचेंगी बट
that's not true actually.
yeah.
That's not true because who will make the AI? An
Right.
engineer will make the AI.
Right.
The jobs will increase, and the only thing is that, do you use the chat GPT?
Yeah, I do.
If you give a wrong input, you will get the wrong output.
Wrong output.
So it's always be a human intervention is required wherever you go it, right? It will not reduce it, but yes, you need to upskill yourself. That is very important.
Okay.
How to use the technology, where to use the technology, in which sector I should use the technology. Is it like I can use that the AI in my manufacturing area? Is it so? So the question is that not possible.
Okay.
Human intervention is required. Okay. But maybe after a 10 to 15 year, there could be a possibility that it can be replaced.
True.
But who will drive that AI? It required a human intervention altogether. But I cannot say that yes, jobs कटेंगी या बढ़ेंगी.
Okay.
But definitely है, it will give a very good
Increase.
impact to the organization, to the industries, to the whole the world even also. तो चीज़ें बढ़ेंगी, कम नहीं होंगी. That I can give you assurance.
I want to understand the major factors, to the skills for major factors or the skill set for freshers and for experience. As an expert HR, what is your advice to freshers and working professionals? कौन से major factors हैं जो उनको develop करने चाहिए?
See, जो fresher होता है, the only thing I would say it is the integrity. Whenever he go for everywhere, right, for an interview, tell something what you are.
Okay.
So I'm not going to judge you on your knowledge, although it is required. I'll judge you, right, how good you are on in your this subjects and all these things. That is required, but you should be very much disciplined. That is what I can say. Integrity is one of the topmost thing.
Okay.
What the people write on the CV, they are actually not.
So for
So you tell me, like, are you a really integrity person or not? That is the one thing. You tell me this is what I want to be.
Okay.
Until unless you hide something which you are not, you cannot be able to deliver it.
Okay.
The skill is required because I am not expecting any skill from you.
Of course.
I am taking you as a trainee. I'll give you a platform to learn it. You make a mistake and then learn it.
True.
There is everything is there. But the only thing is that कि skill की हम बात कर रहे हैं कि उसको skill चाहिए. How can I expect a skill from the fresher? No, I am not expecting that. We will give you a platform, you learn it. Yes, the same thing is required from the lateral. Okay. Lateral say we need a lot of the expectation is there, lot of skill is there, and sometimes जब आप lateral की hire करते हैं तो what happen? I tell you, they write everything. उन्होंने एक दिन काम किया है किसी एक मशीन के ऊपर and they say yes I have done this. When the person asks you or the hiring manager asks you a question on that particular machine, they struggle.
Right.
उन्होंने एक बार काम किया and they thought they learn it everything. That is how. आपको उतना ही लिखो जो आपका एक्सपर्ट है, आपके स्किल हैं वो. Don't write extra skill because otherwise you will fall into a trap.
Okay.
Because if the interviewer asks you a certain question related to that, then you will struggle to answer it back. So integrity for me, if you ask me, I like the student or a lateral hires, there is the integrity.
Being honest.
Being honest is of course.
Okay.
You need to be tell this is what I am having and this is what I can do it.
Okay.
So that is very important when you hire a people.
Okay.
If they are say if they are lying to you, मैंने ये भी कर लिया, मैंने वो भी कर लिया, मेरे को ये भी आता है, वो भी आता है, and when I put you on the job role, you are not able to deliver, so what will happen? आपकी परफॉर्मेंस नीचे जाएगी. जैसे आपकी परफॉर्मेंस नीचे आती है, then you will start blaming your manager कि मेरा मैनेजर अच्छा नहीं कर रहा है, इस वजह से वो मेरे को परफॉर्मेंस रेटिंग जो नीचे दे रहा है. द ओनली थिंग इज़ दैट कभी मैंने अपना सेल्फ अप्रेजल किया है, क्या रियली में वो स्किल मेरे को आता है, कभी मैंने अपने आप को क्वेश्चन किया है.
करेक्ट.
इफ़ आई डोंट डू दैट और इफ़ आई स्टार्ट ब्लेमिंग ऑन अदर्स, मेरे को जॉब तो मिल गई बट मैं उसको डिलीवर करने के लिए मेरे पास स्किल था या नहीं था वो. यू हैव एक्सप्लेन, सम पीपल आर हैविंग अ very good skill in articulation. They explain you in a very beautiful way, and sometimes also we also fail in judging the कैंडिडेट्स
Right,
कि
right,
तो इतना अच्छा बता रहा है उसको तो पता ही होगा, बट जब रियली में वी पुट ऑन द जॉब रोल्स दे फेल.
right,
दे फेल ओनली बिकॉज दे आर गुड इन द आर्टिकुलेशन.
right.
उनको वो नहीं आता है, and these people create a problem in the organization. They
Okay.
start blaming, they start saying it's a biasness, they start saying it's a favoritism. क्योंकि everything, मैं किसी experience को ले रहा हूँ. I am not here to teach you. I can give you a platform, I can give you resources, I can give you everything to learn it. But what I am paying for you, whatever I am paying for you for the job role, that you have to deliver it
Right.
right from the day first.
Okay.
I cannot expect the same thing from the fresher. Fresher, I can give you a 1 year for a learning. So
Right.
monthly or a quarterly basis, we review everything. We'll tell you where are the gap, how will you improve it. We'll give you every resources to
Right.
learn it, and they come at very good actually.
सो बेसिकली आई थिंक मुझे लगता है इससे फ्रेशर्स को और इन वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स को काफ़ी अच्छा इंसाइट्स मिलना चाहिए कि एचआर कैसा सोचते हैं, क्योंकि ये बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है फ्रेशर्स के लिए और वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए जानना कि इंडस्ट्रीज़ में ना कैसा माइंडसेट. बट आई व्हाट आई बिलीव इन, एवरीबडी इज़ नॉट सेम, एवरीबडी डोंट यू नो, I won't say judging people. Evaluating is the right word. While evaluating the working professionals or maybe a freshers, सबका it depends on individual. I mean, that's the way you do it.
So
But
I'll tell
maybe
you, in a OB, so organizer behavior, there is a one question is there: why do people behave as they do? You don't have answer to
Agree.
that. You don't have answer to that.
Right.
Why you behave like this? It's an individual personality.
True.
And every person behave differently in the different situation.
True.
When the situation is very good, you behave very good. When the situation is really tough, then your true natures come actually over there.
Actually.
So why do people behave as they do? It's a very really difficult to answer it,
Right.
right? And you will not judge like any candidate in a 30 minute of interaction.
True.
It takes years. आपको पता नहीं लगता. आप अपने बच्चे के बारे में यूजुअली आई टेल यू, यू विल नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड योर किड इवन अ वेरी राइट अवे.
True. True.
सो हम लोग हाउ कैन आई एक्सपेक्ट कि मैंने उसको जज कर लिया आधे घंटे में, नाउ ही इज़ गोइंग टू डिलीवर एवरीथिंग.
True.
वो तो जब काम करता है, साथ में आता है, देन ओनली वी कम टू नो. ओके, एंड सो HR हैज़ अ वेरी बिग रोल टू प्ले ओवर देयर बिकॉज you are there to help them. You have to make them productive, right? They have to make align with the organization, the goals. That is very important. ठीक है. Again, you have to work with the technical managers because they will tell you, boss ये काम नहीं कर रहा है. Now you handle it. वो काम नहीं कर रहा है या सिचुएशन ऐसी क्रिएट की है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट थिंग्स आर देयर. मैं ये नहीं बोल सकता हूँ कि वो काम नहीं कर रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ यू or because of his incapability.
Right.
There could be a multiple factor which is I am creating it, right? वो कुछ भी हो सकते हैं. So you have to go by the every cases. You will find every news story in the cases. Then only you can understand whether it is really a gap, or it is really a the person problem, or it is a technical manager problem.
Okay.
There is a multiple things are there. So you have to come into a conclusion only when you have a discussion.
Okay.
When you understand the people, what they want, what they don't want, right? And somehow, like if person doesn't fit over there, can we shift over there? Can he deliver over there? So हमारे पास एक HR में होता है कि you have to identify the right people at a right place.
Right.
That is very important. At a right time even also.
True.
Right? अगर गलत fit हो गया, then it is a problem.
Right.
वो लड़का मेरा OSD चलाता है. OSD it is a formulation in a pharma. I'll tell you example. If he is having a good understanding of OSD, suddenly I take this person and put into an injectable plant. It is totally new.
True.
Right from the day starting, he cannot deliver it.
Correct.
It required 6 to 8 months to understand the injectable processes.
Okay.
So that is important.
Okay.
अभी वहाँ पे टेक्निकल हायरिंग अगर मैनेजर ये बोलता है कि वो स्टार्ट एक दिन से डिलीवर करना शुरू कर, दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड एज अ टेक्निकल हेड कि उस लड़के को कैसे करना है या उस कैंडिडेट को कैसे सपोर्ट करना है, एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ रिसोर्सेज एंड द लर्निंग वी कैन एक्सटेंड टू देम, राइट? और समटाइम हैंड होल्डिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड टू डू दैट. सो दैट इज ऑल थिंग्स आर रिक्वायर्ड.
बीइंग इन कंसल्टेंट मैं एक चीज़ देखती हूँ, देर आर लॉट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु स्ट्रगलिंग फॉर द जॉब एंड एम्प्लॉयर्स स्ट्रगलिंग फॉर पीपल, even I mean, small startups or maybe giants like MNCs, everybody, everywhere is a hiring crisis are there. But being in India, huge population is there. Every
course.
year, so many students are passing out from colleges. But why this gap is there? Last 7 years, I'm working on it. Honestly, I have huge requirements across India, but still there is gap which I want to understand from your side. What is the reason and how we can fulfill this gap from industry side as well as from student side?
So there are two things. I'll start with one thing, the population, right? The population of India is crossing, like, we are going to be a number one. Or
Right.
I believe we are number one,
We are
right?
number one.
So see, like, how many students are coming? Every year, thousands of students are coming.
More than that.
More than that, lakhs, right? And what is the need is there from the industry side? That is the second. See, what they are learning in the colleges or universities, right? So that is what one of the initiative which government has taken. There is a Skill India.
सीखो पढ़ाओ कुछ? No,
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 that
no.
is one of the
सीखो
things in
कमाओ.
the Sikho Kamao Yojana is there of MP, right? But again, if you go to the PMO level,
Acha.
so they have a skill development program
Right,
is
right,
there.
right,
Apprentice is what we call
Yes.
it, right? So they wanted, अब इंडस्ट्री को वेट नहीं करेगी कि मेरे को 1 साल के बाद बच्चा रेडी होके मिले. व्हाट दे वांट, बच्चा वो स्किल लेकर आए और एकदम से मेरे पास लग जाए. आई डोंट हैव अ टाइम टू स्पेंड अ टाइम टू देम.
Okay.
इसलिए अप्रेंटिस स्किल निकली है. इसमें दे आर पुटिंग, द गवर्नमेंट इज पुटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ थ्रस्ट ऑन द स्किल डेवलपमेंट.
Right.
गो टू द यूरोपियन कंट्रीज, राइट? वहाँ पे जो बच्चे मिलते हैं दे आर स्किल्ड.
Okay.
So that is what the our vision of PMO is that कि skill development. They are putting a lot of thrust on that. Earlier, only apprentices who can do it. The students who are having a technical educations,
Correct.
like a BTech and the B Farmers, BA, BSc, they cannot go for apprentices. Now they can go for.
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I didn't know about it. Can
They
you
can.
please tell me, like,
So it's an app
how
is there,
BBA
right?
students, management students can apply for an internship?
So
Sorry,
they can go.
apprenticeship.
They can go for apprentices. Any industry, like I can recruit anyone.
Okay.
I can recruit an MBA, BBA, BSc, right, as apprentices under the NAPS. So NAPS is one of the portal of a government of India.
Okay.
So they can be treated as apprentices. So I'll give you a platform over there. They can come and they can learn everything over there.
And
So that
how
is how it
many
works actually.
Okay. How many industries are following this?
Mostly every.
Oh, cool. I mean,
So
good
go
opportunity
go
for
to the financial sector even also. They can also have it. So I'll give a platform. तो हम उनको सिखाते हैं पूरा 1 साल तक. We review their the progress even also, the performance also. Every the opportunity we give them.
Okay.
So what happened? I take 200 apprentices, but I cannot on-roll them. मैं सबको नहीं ले सकता on-roll. But after 1 साल के बाद they have a skill. Now they can go into any other industry, this company, they can apply and they can easily get a job.
Okay.
Because they know 1 साल तक उन्होंने सीख लिया कि यहाँ पे काम कैसे होता है. They can easily get a job.
Right.
So that is very important. तो पहले सिर्फ टेक्निकल एजुकेशन थी, नाउ अब नॉन टेक्निकल भी आ गई है. सो नॉन टेक्निकल में मेरे पास कोई अगर अप्रेंटिस मैंने HR में रखा है.
Is government paying for these kind of intern? Sorry,
No, it's not.
apprentice?
Government is not paying. Yeah, of course they are paying some subsidies over there.
Okay.
But most of the amount what we are paying to them only. But there are like I'll tell you about in the NAPS. So government is paying a 1,500 rupees. Under the NATS there is a scheme of a 4,500 rupees. So government is supporting to the industry into that.
Okay.
So this is very good initiative by the government of India.
Super. Super.
And they are very liberal on this act.
Wow.
Not on other act, but they are very liberal on this act.
So you mean to say they are working actively, like
They are working hand to hand with the industry. Government is working hand to hand with the industry, I'll tell you.
So what I feel, I think this is going to, somewhere it's going to help industries in terms of like hiring crisis at the time
It's
of.
not a hiring crisis, but they want to, make India a more skillful.
Okay.
It's not only that they can go and take a job, but they can also become entrepreneurs even also.
Okay.
They can start up their, the small businesses even also. So there are a lot of the programs which government of India is running to make a people skillful in different things. So like go to ITI.
It's very difficult question. What I consider is it's always salary versus job satisfaction. So most of people, employer thinks this way, people runs behind money, they leave job for even 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees. So is it true?
Yeah, it's true, but see, this is my only perception is that everyone needs some money to survive.
Agree.
To
At
survive, actually,
certain
right?
level. Yeah.
But at what level? The question is at what level?
Okay.
कितना पैसा चाहिए आदमी को? The question is that.
कितना
आदमी
भी
को
पैसा
अगर
चलेगा?
द क्वेश्चन इज दैट कितना भी चलेगा. अगर आप मेरे को 100 रुपया दे रहे हो, कल मेरे को 1 लाख रुपया चाहिए, परसों 10 लाख चलेगा. वो कभी ख़त्म नहीं हो सकता है, राइट. द ओनली थिंग इज़ दैट कि आपको कितना मिनिमम पैसा चाहिए है, उतने पे आप उस कंपनी में रुकोगे. फर्स्ट थिंग इज़ दैट. सो किसी को क्या होता है कि 3 लाख रुपये की मिली है जॉब, 3.5 लाख देगा तो 50,000 का जंप बहुत है, ही कैन मूव. बट द ओनली मिस्टेक द नाउ the students are doing, those who are coming as a fresher, they don't understand like in which company they are going, in which brand they are going, in which role they are going, and how their stability going to play a big role in the future hiring. Stability, when we talk about a stability, right now the generation, they are not stable. 6 महीने में जॉब चेंज करने का उनको. The only question is that because they want to earn so fast, उनको 60 साल तक नौकरी नहीं करने का है. They want to end up by 45 to 50 only. They want to get retired. They want to enjoy their life, right? And that's what they are going behind the money. But the question is that कब तक? So I'll tell you. So I was reading one of the the surveys there. 15 लाख रुपया जब तक है और जब तक नहीं है, तब तक आप पैसे के पीछे भागते हो. Once you cross your package of a 15 lakh rupees, more than a 15 lakh rupees, then you go for a different things. Then money comes under at 4 to 5, 6 place, right? There are other factor which is required in the job which can help you for a stability. Not only money. Money, yes, of course, it is one of the prime, the criteria till you are not earning up to a 15 lakh rupees, I'll say. Because you have to, if you are a bachelor, 7 to 8 lakh rupees is enough. But if you are, the married, at least you require 15 lakh rupees. तो 1 लाख रुपए चाहिए उसको घर के चलाने में.
आज के टाइम के हिसाब से. Okay.
See, the inflation is there. You can see the, the power of purchasing of, nowadays the populations, it's quite high.
True.
Yeah, right. So you need at least that much. So I'm not talking about like who are coming from the premium colleges, right? They have a different perspective. They don't want to end up like a 15 lakh or 20 lakh rupees. They have a different thought process, right? But most of the, the students who are from the tier 4 or a tier 5 universities or a college, they want to be there, but पैसा उनके लिए उतना important है initially जब तक उनका 15 लाख रुपया नहीं हुआ. Then after that they start searching for a good company where the culture is very good, जहाँ पे उनकी लर्निंग हो सके, सेटिस्फैक्शन हो सके, स्टेबिलिटी हो सके और वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस हो. देन दे सर्च अबाउट दैट ओनली.
ओके,
वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट लाइक कि आपको पैसा कब तक चाहिए, बिकॉज आफ्टर 15 लाख यू आर रनिंग फॉर अ लग्जरी एंड लग्जरी डजेंट हैव एनी एंड. आपका चाहे लाख रुपया हो या 10 लाख रुपया सैलरी हो महीने की. सो इट्स ऑल डिपेंड अपॉन दैट.
सो एज यू सेड premium colleges, so what is your view, because I understand everybody don't get admission in premium institutes, so premium institutes and non premium institutes, ये एक बहुत बड़ा गैप है. मतलब जो एक प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूट IIM से जो MBA करके निकला है उसको स्टार्टिंग पैकेज लाइक 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs, एंड जो नॉन प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूट से बच्चा निकला है उसके लिए बहुत स्ट्रगलिंग हो जाता है, बट एवरीबडी डोंट गेट एडमिशन इनटू इट, नो. सो व्हाट इज़ योर एडवाइस फॉर नॉन प्रीमियम इंस्टीट्यूट स्टूडेंट्स कि वो अपने करियर में ऐसे कौन से स्टेप्स लें जिससे वो एक स्टेबल जॉब एंड गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी उनको मिले.
सी इसमें बिकॉज वी हैव अ वेरी लिमिटेड सीट्स, राइट, and the process is very quite tough, right? But it doesn't mean that you cannot reach there. I have so many connections where the people are like 12 pass tha, he become a vice president. Yes,
Okay.
I can tell you. Right, so it's all about like yes, ठीक है वो प्रीमियम से है, मैं प्रीमियम से नहीं हूँ. It is not an end of a life.
Okay.
You can become, you can go and touch the top even also, but you need a zeal.
True.
Right, वो gap है, but how you are going to bridge that gap.
Okay.
सो प्रीमियम में कितने से हमारे पास जो टैलेंट अवेलेबल है मार्केट में,
Very limited.
very limited, few, right? I'll count it in a few category, but larger number are the down the level. But क्या वो सारे नीचे ही रहते हैं? It's not true. You take an example of a pharma industry, I'll tell you. B Pharma, they are running the businesses.
Oh.
Go to a B Pharma and, right, most of the top shots are B Pharmas in the pharma industry.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that you are from a premium or not. You have a zeal to grow or not. That is important. If you really want to grow, definitely you can go. But someone who doesn't want to grow, they want to remain over there. Maybe there are multiple factors, right? I cannot comment on that कि क्या है क्या नहीं है, but there are multiple factors, right? I don't want to grow. That's not an answer.
All right.
Everyone wants to grow. Everyone wants to grow and reach at that level. But the importance is that are they requiring a skill or not? Are they updating them or not? So मैंने आपको पहले कहा what takes you here won't take you there.
True.
Every day you need to have a new skill.
Right.
Then only you can grow. You can sharpen your skills, right? That is very important. Until unless you not do that, you will not grow it. So it's not like कि premium वाले ही ऊपर जा सकते हैं, सब जा सकते हैं. Everyone has the capability to grow.
Very
But
nice.
they require a certain skill.
Right. As well as mindset.
Yeah, of course. Mindset is a very important actually. So mindset is all about like आपकी career aspiration क्या है. When you ask a people like what is your career aspiration, where you want to grow, these are all career aspiration, right? I want to become a president.
Right.
Have you made a path? Have you made your the strategies to become a president or not? How you are going to do? Because सब बोलेंगे कि मैं president बनना, कैसे बनना चाहता हूँ? No one knows.
No one knows.
And the person who knows, definitely he reached there or she reached there.
Okay.
So it's all about that.
वो पता कैसे करना चाहिए? It's very difficult. Means मुझसे भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता था. I was so confused. या 5 साल बाद कहाँ जाना है, 6 साल बाद कहाँ जाना है, वो आज कैसे बता सकती हूँ मैं as an fresher?
No, see, like I'll tell you, you can tell very easily onto this where you want to grow, because I get this answer from the fresher even also. Where you want to see yourself after 5 years. So 5 साल में मेरे को सैलरी इतनी चाहिए है. I want to become a QA head. Okay, can you become a QA head in a 5 year? Really? Then I'll give us some question to them, right?
Okay.
Then they come to the answer.
Okay.
कि yes, 1 साल के बाद यहाँ, 1 साल के बाद वहाँ, and this is what I want to have it, right? क्योंकि देखिए दो चीज़ें होती हैं. एक है B Pharma कर लिया. Now I want to become a QA head, not in a 5 year, in a 10 year even also. I can go for a M Pharmas, because M Pharma आएगा, you will be on the higher side, right? And they plan it in a that way.
Okay.
They don't want कि ठीक है stability नहीं है चलेगा, but I want to grow in a fast track.
Okay.
I have that skill, because they are inclined to that only. They know what they wanted to be. Yes, वो भले वो छोटी कंपनी है, बड़ी कंपनी, doesn't matter, but they have a clear vision. At least they know कि क्या करना है उनको.
Okay.
कुछ तो टारगेट किया है. 5 साल में नहीं भी बने तो 8 साल में बनेगा, 10 साल में बनेगा. जिसका टारगेट ही नहीं है, where he will end up or she will end up.
Right.
At least you have a target, achieve it. नहीं होता है बाद में करेंगे.
कुछ तो
You are
कुछ तो
pushing for
करना
that.
है.
You are
Yeah.
pushing for that actually.
Okay.
If you don't push it कि मेरे को करना ही नहीं, मेरे को जाना कहाँ पे पता ही नहीं है, and you are just driving and driving and driving, you will end up nowhere.
Okay. So चलना स्टार्ट करना चाहिए, रास्ता अपने आप मिलता जाएगा. You mean to say?
Not exactly. चलना तो स्टार्ट करना चाहिए, but you know कि कहाँ चलना है.
Okay.
That is very important.
Okay.
अगर आपको ये नहीं पता है कि आपको जाना कहाँ पे है, and you are taking any path, you will fall, nowhere actually.
Right.
You will end up like B Pharma करके I am landing up in doing the banking job. So that is how it should be.
Okay. एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, बट इट इज़ व्हाट आई फील, आई डोंट नो, बिकॉज जैसा आपने बताया आप रेज्यूमे से ज़्यादा उसका सोशल मीडिया प्रोफाइल देखते हैं वाइल हायरिंग. सो एक लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल कैसा होना चाहिए फ्रेशर्स का, एंड इंस्टाग्राम और फेसबुक ये कैसे इम्पैक्ट करता है वाइल हायरिंग? आप कैसे कैसे इवेलुएट करते हो लोगों
See, freshers, I would say, so I'm not more inclined to their profiles because fresher what they write on the LinkedIn more into like their education, right? What they did it in the colleges, उन्होंने क्या कहाँ पे participate किया है, क्या anchoring किया है, कौन सा event handle किया, this is what for the fresher के लिए. But when it come to a lateral hire के लिए, yes, definitely I go whenever I hire any manager, right? I have to go and check their LinkedIn profile. So see like and their connections even also. उनका नेटवर्क कितना बड़ा है, किसके साथ है, हाउ दे आर कमेंटिंग ऑन अदर्स थॉट,
ओके
तो उनका इंटेलेक्चुअल किस तरह का है. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग विच आई कैन गेट टू नो. एंड अगेन थिंग, देयर मस्ट बी अ कॉमन फ्रेंड. In LinkedIn, you will easily find it, and you can get a feedback of these people, like how he is doing over there, why he want to leave over there. So you will get a lot of insight actually
ओके
for the lateral hires के लिए. Coming down to the, this is a question you asked me like about the FB and the IG. See, in 2015, I was having a same conversation, right? I was attending a workshop over there. So we call it as a societal CV. Now it's very difficult to go and invade others privacy, because in the IG and the FB we will not able to check their accounts because the restriction is there, right? Earlier it was not there. Until unless you go and check their the personal accounts, their true nature comes over there.
ट्रू
Which party they are following, what are the different pages they are following,
Right.
what kind of posts they are putting over there, right? You will get to know each and everything.
राइट
It's not only FB and IG, a very small the social network. There are other networks are there. You will get to know on which platform he or she is there. So you know every characteristic of an individual. If I want to understand freshers characteristic, right, it's not only FB and IG. There are different platform are there where I can search it out.
लाइक
So that I cannot disclose
आई
here.
थिंक वी शुड
Right.
टेल टू द
So
ऑडियंस.
there are a lot of things are there. Just Google it out. You will find it out the
Okay,
way.
very-
Right. So I'll not take the names, but definitely you can do that. And see, nowadays I'll tell you one of the example. फार्मर आंदोलन हो रहा है, किसान आंदोलन
या या
अभी स्टार्ट हुआ है,
Yeah.
राइट? Just go and see like who is commenting over there.
ओके
You will understand a fear about and the mindset of a person, not in a negative way, in a positive way,
ओके
right? The approach of a person.
ओके
So someone say कि ये नहीं, ये उधर उसने ये लिखा है, it means it's a negative. No, I never say it's a negative,
ओके.
but you understand the thought process of a person.
Does it make difference? Because what I feel, people are very, there are dual personalities. People are on social medias entirely different, whether in terms of LinkedIn, the way I'm commenting. So I cannot be the same person the way I'm commenting, and maybe
Of
what
course,
I
you
am
are.
as in person.
I agree with your point. You can be very good on FB,
Yeah.
SG. You can be very different on Instagram
LinkedIn.
or your Telegram
Okay.
or your Snapchats.
Okay.
So they are different things. If I want to understand maybe anyone, I can make an account. I can just go and make a connection. Then I will come to know the reality.
Okay.
So it's not difficult as for me to check others' point of view,
Okay.
the nature and the personality. You really want to do, make an account, make a connection, talk to them, understand their things. When they do a message, you will understand it.
आप ऐसा कितनी बार करते हो?
Really.
Okay.
I tried only one or two time only.
Okay.
When there is a question
When
mark.
it's required.
Yes. Only once, one or two time only.
If I'll ask, like, how, top management roles or leadership roles or maybe CEO, vice president level role, उनका LinkedIn profile कितना matter करता है?
Of course, both. If you go and check their top shots, the president, the CHRO, or your, the CTO, CIO, check their profiles. I'll say go and check their profile and see like what they are doing on the LinkedIn profile, what they are liking, what they are disliking, how they are connecting with the organization, how they are commenting on the growth of the company. See every, the articles is important, but see what kind of a message they are putting over there. They are commenting on the company, the subject line over there. So, suppose last week if company is launching any new drugs in the market, what kind of a message they want to give it?
Okay.
Because you can see the message from the occupier of the company, CIO of the company, CHR of the company. You will understand the mindset of the leadership, top leadership. Is it inclusive? It is empowering, right? Then only you will take a decision whether you want to go there or not.
Okay.
And there are other factors like, of course, if you want to really check about the company, there are different, like Glassdoor, Indeed, there are ambition boxes there. You can check about the company work and culture and everything. But this LinkedIn give you another perspective.
Do you feel students को जब interview देने जाना होता है, so they should check the profile of interviewer? Because I did it.
Okay, definitely they should, but before that, they should know about which company they are going.
Okay.
This is most important question.
Okay.
I'll tell you, most of the HR, if they agree with me, they ask a question, do you know about this company where you are applying? And mostly 90% they doesn't know.
Right.
But they don't come with the profession also.
Right.
तो मैंने पूछा क्यों नहीं पता लगा? Because nowadays if you know about कि 1 घंटे बाद मेरा उस कंपनी में इंटरव्यू है, how much time it will take me to understand the company?
Hardly 15 minutes.
जो पुटा नहीं मैंने understand the financials even also of the company. What is the message of the chairman? It is public. Right, in a public domain everything is available. Just check about the company, are they growing or not. उनका अगर आपको फाइनेंस का नॉलेज है, गो ऑन द मनी कंट्रोल एंड चेक द फाइनेंशियल वर्क बैलेंस शीट आल्सो ओवर देयर. तो आप उसका देख के कम से कम आप जाओ कि आप किस कंपनी में जा रहे हो इंटरव्यू देने, और बच्चे करते नहीं हुआ.
Okay. So it is very important to check the company
Definitely.
profile, the product, the competitors.
आपको ये पता होना चाहिए मैं जिस कंपनी में इंटरव्यू देने जा रहा हूँ, कंपनी किस तरह की है, प्रोग्रेसिव है, ओपन माइंडेड है या नहीं है. दैट व्हाट आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड. दिस इज वेरी क्लियर. सेकंड थिंग, यू कैन कंपेयर विद अदर इंडस्ट्री और अदर कंपनी.
True.
तो 2 या 3 कंपनी को सामने रख लो, यू कैन इजिली डिसाइड यस आई वांट टू गो एंड ज्वाइन दिस कंपनी ओनली.
Okay.
तो रिसेंटली लास्ट वीक there is a one person, I don't want to take a name, so he got a 20,000 rupees in X company. Then he come to me, I said I'll give you 50% of what they are paying to you.
Okay.
अब मैंने पूछा कि आप बताओ आपको किस में जाना है. Now you tell me. He has a very clear set. I want to join this company. I don't need a money. I want to make my career. मैंने कहा why you went over there? Because that was my first interview.
Okay.
I mean, how you are going to say no to them? I'll go, I'll meet the HR and I'll tell them.
Okay.
Very, very clear, crystal thought of an individual. बहुत सारों को क्या होता है, यहाँ भी दो, वहाँ भी दो, जहाँ मिल रहा है वहाँ जाओ फिर.
So students का एक हमेशा एक dream होता है, while you must be having, like I also had, my dream company. और वो एक ड्रीम कंपनी का एक जो MBAs में जनरली एक सपना दिखाया जाता है ना, where you want to go, what kind of role you want to pursue in your career. So वो ड्रीम कंपनी का एक जो एक टैबू बोलूँगी मैं, या फिर वो कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहिए. मतलब see, one is skill set. Maybe I am working I'm pursuing my MBA into HR. So how should I identify my dream company?
This is a very, the question is really difficult to answer it. But the only thing is that how you get adjusted in the company, I would say. Because dream company, like which company is dream company to work for? Go to a best place to work and check it out. Okay, this PNG is a dream company to work.
Those
okay,
are paid
but is it? No, that is truly it's a paid services. Go and check. Is the attrition is there? Definitely attrition is also there. Then the question is that why people are leaving that great company? Go to Apple, go to a Google. They do also have a attrition over there. People leave. The question is why they leave it. The only question is, be with the individual.
Okay. Okay.
What he want or she want.
Okay.
कुछ लोगों को छोटी कंपनी मैं बोलूँ, they spend a whole the career over there. They like it. कि मेरे को तो अच्छा लग रहा है, तुम्हें नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है, that is your problem.
Okay.
So how you adjust yourself in a company, how you like the environment, because आपको कहीं भी जाओगे सारी चीज़ें अच्छी नहीं मिलती हैं,
Right.
but how you adapt it, how you make a changes in that, that is important. Do you like your work or not? The question in an employee engagement survey, there is always a first question is that, do you like your the workplace or not? जब मेरे को वही पसंद नहीं है और वो मेरे को पसंद है तो सारे क्वेश्चन फिर नलीफाई हो जाते हैं.
Right.
इफ़ आई लाइक माई वर्क एवरी डे, जब मैं सुबह 8 बजे उठता हूँ सुबह या 9 बजे जाता हूँ मैं ऑफिस में, तो मैं ज़बरदस्ती जाता हूँ या मैं
I'm
खुश होकर
enjoying.
जा जाता हूँ. द ओनली क्वेश्चन इज दैट,
Okay.
अगर ये क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि मंडे और कल ऑफिस जाना है, देन यू आर डिसंगेज.
Okay.
दिस इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट, और वो इंडिविजुअली बता सकता है आपको.
Okay.
ऑल्दो सर्वे कैन टेल यू ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, बट सर्वे में भी सी देर इज़ अ बायसनेस इज ऑलवेज देयर. सम पीपल थिंक दैट कि नहीं वो एचआर को पता लग जाएगा तो एचआर हमें बताएगा, बट दैट इज़ नॉट द राइट थिंग. आई टेल यू, आई नेवर गेट टू नो कि हु हैज़ गिवन अ व्हाट आंसर, एंड दैट इज़ नॉट द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ एचआर.
Of course.
बिकॉज इफ़ वी डू दैट इन अ वे, पर्पस कभी सॉर्ट आउट नहीं होगा वो.
We want to work for an betterment, of course, of an organization.
So there is one saying which Abdul Kalam has said कि always love your job than your company. If you love your job, definitely you will start loving your company even also.
Wow.
So you have to love your job first. If you are not happy with your job, definitely go to any company. You will not engage.
True.
If you are engaged with your work, definitely you will like the company. That is how actually.
Right. So how HR can help into business growth for any company? I mean,
See, when we talk about the growth, so there are 4 perspectives. I'll tell you in a balanced scorecard. So one of the important, the asset or a perspective is the people.
right.
Without having people, you cannot grow. Then you have a processes, then you have your customers, then only you have your financial.
Okay.
So these are the 4 perspectives are very important, and people perspective is very important. Understanding people, taking a right candidate, developing them, retaining them so that they can deliver it. That is how HR play a very major role over there, right? Although sometimes I read one of the the article in People Matter. So there is a company which they don't hire any HR. They don't have any actually HR.
Okay.
Why they don't have any HR? Because they believe is that all the leaders, they are itself is a HR. They have their role to develop their people, to make the compensation policy for them, even also for their verticals. That is how they are doing it. It's altogether a different strategy of the company, right? So HR is very important, and because if you invest on your people, they will deliver and they will impact the top line, and ultimately you can see the result on the bottom line of the company.
So you mean to say every leader roles, there has to be a KRAs, somewhat KRAs similar like HRs?
Oh no, so definitely it should be,
Okay.
because people are working with their leaders,
Teams.
with the
and
teams.
Teams.
Until unless you don't have your KRA with respect to the development of your team, how you are going to ensure that they will deliver at their best?
Right.
Responsibility should lie with the managers or leaders, right? Then only it can be. Otherwise, it is going to be a big failure. 2 HR or a 5 HR cannot, do the changes. But definitely it is the managers. So what I always believe is that it's not about only the HR. All the, the section head, the section in charge even also, they are the real HR because they are dealing with them. Because they are the first contact actually, wherein any grievance will go to them, and they have to handle it. This is how I believe it actually.
Okay. Very nice. So I have very, a question was in my mind since long. Toxic work culture or workplace, how it impacts like people's mindset or maybe a mental health. वो कैसे impact करता है? Toxicity तो I think it's everywhere.
Definitely.
No?
So I never been to this actually in my career. I'll tell you. So I worked in a very great companies, but definitely I'll take this question with a example. If you go into your home or your house, right? And if you find like when the parents are fighting, they are creating a very toxic culture to their kids, and this is what they will carry it. And eventually what will happen, they want to go out from there, once they grow up, they want to leave it, and this is what they will carry it with them, and their health and mental being will disturb.
True.
And this is the same thing they will carry it out on their workplace even also. You see what is the impact they were seeing their parent in a very different scenarios, in a very kind of a culture of the house is very very toxic, like they don't have a good equation with them. This is what they have seen since their from their childhood, and the same thing they will carry it down to the when they start working in the corporate even also. So it has a very very big impact on their mental health being, I would say.
So you mean
So
to
any
say,
toxic culture, toxic work culture of any company is not good, I would say.
so you mean to say it starts from home?
No, it's not start from home. Definitely, I would not say that it start from. I have just quoted an example to you. Just never start from home, but there is a chances. There is a chances. But because every person behave differently in very different situation. Now, who create that toxic work culture? It's me and you.
True. True.
This organization is means like what? A group of people work together. It is organization. It's me and you, not a machines. They don't create it. It's only a human, right? If I create a very toxic work culture with my team, they won't like it. They will say, okay, goodbye, tata. That's all.
So what I feel, what you see in society, what you see at home, that comes at workplace.
Definitely, it will come to your workplace actually.
So the variety of people you're hiring, the variety of people are working in an organization, and different leaders are there. They're good at, very good at skill set, but they're not good at handling people. So how, as an HR, how you help those leaders or working professionals कि वो अपनी टीम में वो टॉक्सिसिटी कैसे हटाएं, कैसे मेंटल हेल्थ एम्प्लॉय की, बिकॉज व्हाट आई फील नाउ डेज मेंटल हेल्थ इज ऑन द टॉप. सो वो कैसे इंश्योर करें कि इट शुड बी वेरी गुड.
So see, when any person grow up to the ladder, right? Maybe initially they have a lot of work pressure with respect to that, right? And might be they are creating a toxic work culture, right, at this side. But once they grow up, the HR has a very major role to play over there. If they come to know about all this thing, right? We have a lot of intervention where we interact, we counsel, we give a coaching, we do a mentoring with them even also, right? Because you cannot see the changes in a day or two. Any the personality change, it require a 2 to 3 year. You can change in any person, it required at least 2 to 3 year in the personality change. If someone is a very short tempered and you ask him like, no, kal se aapko nahi hona short tempered, is it work? It's not.
Of course.
It required a counseling, it required a coaching, it required a lot of feedback even also. Every time you give a feedback, people will understand, okay, this is what I did a mistake. So over a period of time, gradually they work on that, then only it can change. If I put everything and you don't eat it, you will not, like कि आपकी भूख तो कभी खत्म होगी नहीं ना फिर.
True. True.
I can only put some food on your plate. Ultimately खाना तो आपको पड़ेगा. So we can, give every, the solution for them. We can ask them to go for a counseling, to go for a mentoring. We can depute good mentors. We can ask a good coach even also to put a training. 1 साल 2 साल लगा सकते हैं हम लोग. But person should have a, the zeal to change him or herself. Because change is very important.
Right.
Without change, you cannot survive. You cannot say that कि ये 10 साल पहले होता था आज भी वही होगा. ये स्ट्रैटेजी एचआर की 20 साल पहले अच्छी चलती थी आज भी वही चलेगी. नो सॉरी, इट वॉन्ट वर्क. Every strategy has to change. Everything has to change because the new this team is coming. New people are coming to the organization. So you have to change your the thought process. But how you do it? You have to check with your the teammates even also. Sure. Then only you will come to know. So toxic work environment, I would say, and to change it, it required a lot of HR intervention in terms of understanding why. So question is why people is behaving like that. Now again the question is that why he is so toxic. If we talk about why he is so toxic, when we talk and discuss and to understand, then only you can formulate and design, program
True. For an
to come that.
individual.
Yes.
Okay. Super cool. So, Amit, let's end up this discussion with few tips, advice to our audience. हमारे जो audience है, working professionals, students, उनको हम कुछ interview tips like वो अपने career में कौन-कौन से skills के around काम करें, interviews, resume, whatever you feel. I mean, you should give the advice to the audience.
Okay. So see, like if we talk about the freshers के लिए अगर मैं बात करूँगा सबसे पहले कि fresher के पास क्या होना चाहिए, because when they come तो I have a 3 to 4 tips for them. One कि पहले जिस कंपनी में जा रहे हैं they should understand like which company they are employing. Just go चेक इट आउट. गूगल के ऊपर आप जाके देखो कि कौन सी कंपनी में देख रहे हैं, क्या है उस कंपनी का. अगर गूगल पे आपको सारी चीज़ें नहीं मिल रही है, गो ऑन मनी कंट्रोल, चेक देयर बैलेंस शीट कि कंपनी कैसे प्रोग्रेस कर रही है, कंपनी का एजेंडा क्या है और उनके विजन्स क्या हैं, मिशंस क्या हैं, what is the message from their CEO or a chairman, which is easily available and accessible on the Google, right? That is the first objective. They should do it. And second thing is that they should come prepare on their subject, whatever they have studied in their the colleges. They should come prepare कि उसमें है क्या क्या नहीं है. If they don't they come blank, so definitely it will give a very the wrong impact. And the third part is your presentation, right? You have to be calm whenever you go for a interview. Be presentable whenever you're going for a interview. Please ensure आपका आउटलुक बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए है. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सो के उठ के आ गए और इंटरव्यू देने गए हैं. सो दैट इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग बिकॉज we usually look for that only, right? We see like the personality of an individual. It's not about like आप महंगे कपड़े डालो. No, I'm not talking about that. How you can keep yourself groomed, that is very important to understand. And it's not important like the communication, right? Communication play a very major important. So what we believe in India कि जो इंग्लिश में बोलता है वो बहुत अच्छा कम्युनिकेटर है. सॉरी, दैट इज़ अ वेरी रॉन्ग मिसकंसेप्शन, राइट? यू हैव टू सेल योर आइडिया. यू हैव टू टेल the interview कि this is what I am and this is what I can deliver it. If you give me a chance, definitely I can do it. Go in a positive mindset. इंटरव्यू में फेल होना या पास होना, दैट इज़ नॉट इन योर कंट्रोल, बट गिव योर बेस्ट शॉट. सो दैट इज़ व्हाट आई कैन से अबाउट लाइक फॉर द इंटरव्यूज. एंड फॉर लेटरल, ऑफकोर्स लेटरल के लिए मेरे लिए एक ही द इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि वट एवर दे राइट इन देयर resume or a CV, right? They have to be particular with what they are writing into that. They should not hide or they should not overload it. Sometimes क्या आपके पास कुछ होता है और उसमें आप ज़्यादा लिख देते हो and interview ask you a lot of question with respect to that. So be specific whatever you know and what you can deliver it. That is important. And for HR professional, I know all the HR professionals know each and everything. From my perspective, I always believe in a two thing: how you make the workforce more engaged and connected. These are the two things. I believe it. That is how you can deliver anything with respect to the organization goals. That's what I can give my tips.
Wow. It
Thank
was
you.
simply wow. What I feel, it's very, very clearly you said the tips for freshers. I mean, these are major, the basic requirement of.
It's a very
Yes,
basic
it's
actually.
very
It's
basic,
not
very basic.
something which I am telling that people doesn't know. Everyone knows this. It's a very simple thing. पर वो चीज़ है कि हर चीज़ को सिंपल रखना is very important.
Simple is always, I mean,
Good to have it.
Yeah.
Good to have it as simple things. If you exaggerate the things so much कि मेरे को ये भी पता है, वो भी जानता हूँ मैं, ये भी जानता हूँ, don't do that.
But वो कहते हैं ना,
आप जो हो वही हो. Tell, I know this, I know this. I don't know this, I don't know this. Simply say no. If I ask a question to my fresher, tell me about this. You should, if you don't know, sorry sir, I don't know. It's very simple answer. But if you try to manipulate the things and to add something, but definitely that give a very bad impression to the interviewer actually.
वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में सिंपल, सॉरी वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में, सॉरी हिंदी में नहीं, वो कहते हैं ना कि सिंपल इज नॉट इजी.
Yes.
And that's true, I guess.
So being a simple is not easy.
Yes.
That's what actually.
True, true, true.
So you have to be simple into that.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. It was a
Thank you.
lovely discussion. If you have any questions to me, you can ask as in host of HR Scoop.
No, I don't have any question to ask you. Like what I believe is that what you are creating on this platform, definitely it should reach to the right individual. And what I believe after this discussion might be there is a 10% of a takeaway is would be sufficient for the fresher, I would say, right? And rest like your channel or your podcast, whatever HR Scoop you are doing, you have taken the right name, right? So definitely this is going to create a big platform to the new the freshers or new joiners even also, or to the students even also, right, to connect it. And maybe like coming in 10 to 15 days more, the HR people will come here, they will share their ideas and the experiences, right? And definitely it would help to everyone, not only to the student, to the laterals, but for everyone.
Yes, yes.
Maybe to the school kids even also, the whosoever go and see, like again, if they see right away this kind of the interventions, what you are going to take it off from here, they will understand from where they can start their career planning. That is how it should be.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.